everybody. In this video we're going to talk about inverse functions, rational. So we're given a one-to-one function, h of x equals x minus 6 over 3x plus 2. We recognize that as a rational function. We learned how to graph those before. We're asked to find h inverse of x. And we know because it's one-to-one that it has an inverse. Okay. And then we want to state the domain and range of h inverse in interval notation. Alright, so first, when we take a look at h of x, what do we know about the domain of h of x? Well, I know the denominator cannot equal 0, right? So 3x plus 2 cannot equal 0. I subtract 2 and divide by 3, and I get x cannot equal negative 2/3. So the domain of my function is from negative infinity to negative 2/3, union with negative 2/3 to infinity. Okay, there's my domain. Now, how do I find h inverse? Well, remember, h of x are our y's, or our outputs. That's equal to x minus 6 over 3x plus 2. And what I want to do is, because I'm reflecting over the line y equals x, I swap my x's and y's. So anywhere there's a y, I put x. And anywhere there's x's, I put y's. So I'm going to x equals y minus 6 over 3y plus 2. And then I'm going to solve. So what am I solving for? I'm solving for y. Let's get rid of the denominator because I don't want to deal with fractions. So multiply both sides by the denominator, 3y plus 2. That's going to go to 1. So after I distribute this x through, I'm going to get 3xy plus 2x equals y minus 6. Now let's get everything that has a y over to one side and everything else onto the other side. So 3xy, let's subtract y from both sides, and then subtract 2x from both sides. So negative 6 minus 2x on the right. Now, from the left-hand side, I see a greatest common factor of y. So let's factor out y, and I'll get 3x minus 1. So y times 3x minus 1 equals negative 2x minus 6. Now let's divide both sides by 3x minus 1. Those will go to 1, so I'll get y, or my inverse function, equals negative 2x minus 6 divided by 3x minus 1. What do I know about the domain of this function? Well, the domain of this function is wherever 3x minus 1 equals 0, because I know that I can't have 0 in the denominator, so add 1 to both sides and divide by 3. So x cannot equal 1/3. So the domain of my inverse is negative infinity to positive 1/3, and then 1/3 to infinity. So it's said to state the domain and the range of h inverse, but I only have the domain. However, the range of my inverse function is the domain of my original function. Because if you think about when I rotate, or when I reflect over the line y equals x, my domain and my range flop. Okay, because I'm flopping those x's and y's. So my range, I didn't even need to really find it. It is negative infinity to negative 2/3, union with negative 2/3 to infinity. So on this rational function, I would expect there to be a horizontal asymptote at negative 2/3. Is there? Well, if we go back to chapter 3, where's our horizontal asymptote? That's when we take a look at n, which is the degree of the top, which is 1, and m, which is the degree of the bottom, which is 1. And then we take the leading coefficients, a sub n and b sub n, which is negative 2/3, and that's the equation of my horizontal asymptote. So it doesn't, and because my range does not include negative 2/3, guess what? I'm not going to actually cross my horizontal asymptote, and you could do the math to figure that out. Or we could just say, hey, look at the range. It's not going to cross. We're not going to get an output of negative 2/3.